welcome back, everyone. How you guys doing? Wednesday, if you partake in the hump day, I feel so happy for you, but alas, we can't indulge in hump day. Hey man, I hope you guys are all doing well. I just got kind of back in from work, kind of long day. Long day meaning I had to get up even earlier than normally. Meetings all day, blah, blah, blah. The good news, the mid-year review came in and I got meets. So I don't want to say that's middle of the road, but for my position, it's not really going to get much higher than that from a performance standpoint. So we're not on the chopping block for this month / 4th of July. So we're probably good for most of the year. If GM's going to do another cut, they always cutting, but it's only onesie-twosie. But another kind of big cut is probably going to be near the tail end of next year. So they tend to... last year they pulled ahead the year-end performance stuff, because we got to fill our review out and all this stuff. So they end up doing that, and they pulled some of the due dates earlier last year so that they could cut people right around Thanksgiving, right, type of thing. So that might still be on the docket. So I'm probably good for all the way to there, whether I make that cut or not, if it happens. But hey, if the economy roared back and, GM wants to hire people, then we're okay. But I don't think so. Meaning, even if the economy kind of recovers, Anyway. So, talking about the economy real quick. I took a look here. Here's the official numbers for you guys. The TNX, 10-year Treasury yield, really, it didn't move. I think it was up, the yield, so... But that's actually pretty good. We want a stable 10-year Treasury at least, even if it's fake and overinflated. What you want is this stability. Stability is more key than necessarily the rate. But I get it. The DXY, the relative strength of the dollar, did go down a little, dipped a little bit, not a lot. And interesting enough, the SPY barely put a gain on. Gold put a small gain on. Silver more of a gain, but it had been down, so it's kind of recovered. It's kind of going back to where it was. Gold has a little bit more to recover, but gold is following a trend line on the technicals. So gold looks better from a technical standpoint, although silver looks like technically may maintain this, but there's always more volatility in silver. It's an industrial metal. So with that said, let us go into some of the news things that we had. It doesn't look like a lot, and I'm fine with that. For America First news, where is it at here? It was all these news. Yeah, so this first one here, it says, U.S. to stop financial support to Global Vaccine Alliance, Gavi, says Health Secretary. Thanks, RFK Jr. Thank you. We don't need... Most of those vaccines aren't vaccines. I'm not anti-vax, guys. The problem is what was defined as a vaccine got thrown up on its head. There's different vaccine. Well, again, guys, this is the shenanigans, right? What I call a vaccine is what used to be the vaccines, right? You get a dormant or dead version of the thing in question, and you get inoculated or whatever, right? So your body builds an immune to it, right? So it's not the vaccine itself that's the actual medicine. It's actually your body accumulating to that and creating antibodies against it. That's what a real vaccine is. So that I'm not against. In fact, I'm pretty sure RFK would describe it in those type of terms. And again, I'm not a doctor. So this is all entertainment uses only. But so that's why this is good news. Again, people are going to flip out because they think he's just going to... No, it's not. Guys, please. I don't know. I think it's these ladies just go... Oh, I got a quick story on that. But no, this is the pharmaceutical companies just trying to get money left and right. So that's why this has been crazy for so long, right? We need to get back to common sense, and we got to get back to real medicine, real vaccines, things that help the human body, and get rid of the heavy toxin or heavy metals, the toxins, and get all that crap out of there. They were poisoning the well, if you will, right? So thank you, RFK. We'll take that. That's definitely a win. GM Motors Company CEO should be worried, says Jim Cramer. I'm not going to touch that one. So normally whatever Jim Cramer says, it's the opposite. So then the GM CEO shouldn't be worried? Yeah, this America First news, but it's not a win. I would say it's more par for the course, okay? It says Fed unveils proposal to ease bank leverage requirements. No! There are no leverage requirements right now. So you're going to make it worse. If you guys don't know already, maybe if you guys want, I'm passionate about money and sound money, that is, because what you're using in your wallet is not money. It's currency. And the currency is not backed by anything, so it's fiat. Currency are exchange units, so that's currency, but currency can be backed by a commodity or something, right? But ours is literally a promise to pay. So guess what a promise to pay is? A promissory note. What's a promissory note? A debt instrument. So if you guys don't know, your little dollars on the top, it says it on the top. Take a whatever. Hey, here we go. Oh, of course, my one drawer. Here we go. This is a $20 star note, by the way. You see that at the top? Come on. Anyway, guys, it doesn't want to. My stupid camera won't. There we go. It says Federal Reserve notes. No. This is a promissory note. So like your mortgage, you have a promissory note, but it has an interest-bearing portion to it. Well, guess what? This is the same thing, but this is a 0% coupon debt instrument. Yeah, you didn't know. This is a promissory note. So we're just trading back. Anyway, but yeah, oh, by the way, here's, if you guys don't know, oh, come on, camera. There's a little star right there, and you can't, it's right there on the 20. Right there. So that means that this particular note was taken out and reprinted, and they put a star on there on the serial number. Each one of these things has a serial number. I'm not sure if they track them, but supposedly they do. Yeah, but this particular one, I guess, is more than $20. This particular star note, I gotta look it up, but this version, they didn't, or at least this series, they didn't have many reprints, so I got a couple of these things. I just keep them. I used to, anyway, it's part of my coin collecting thing. But yeah, the banks used to have to hold a certain reserve requirement, meaning right? The bank is there. The bank makes money by lending money out. People don't, I don't know, maybe you knew that, right? But, and interesting enough, they don't necessarily need all the money to lend the money out. So, theoretically, right, you got a bank, and they start off with $100, right? So, guess what? Back in the day, it used to be 10%. I think it's like less than 3%, guys, okay? So they'll lend out, right? So if you have $100, they'll lend out 1,000, right? So they got to keep 100 in the bank, but they can give 1,000 out, right? So that person, imagine that person takes that $1,000, right? And oh, hey, I'm going to buy some materials, and he gives it to another person, and that person goes to the same bank, right? And then he deposits that $1,000, right? So now there's 1,100 in there, and now the bank will lend out 10,000. So it's like this, you know, this. It's kind of crazy, right? But now they want to reduce it. Now, I think the smaller banks had. I'm trying to remember how it went. They had a different requirement, and then the big banks had to have more reserves on hand. So there's like a fee or whatever that they have to have. But yeah, this is bullshit. So basically, what they're saying is they want to lend more money out without having any more money, right? So imagine if everyone went to the bank and tried. No, it gone like that. Now in theory, again, less than all the money that's out there, like all money that's in accounts, it's literally just zeros. It's basically a ledger, and no one ever uses the currency per se, right? Back in the day, you used to have to print it, right? And now the banks would have to give the actual hard unit, right? That's why they want electronic money. So number one, they can make whatever the reserve requirement is. They can just waive it, right? But in theory, the Federal Reserve can just poof, right? Like let's say a bank, all of a sudden there's a bank run, right? Well, in theory, the Federal Reserve can just be like, hey, here you go, just make everyone whole, right? So anyway, it's just one more brick in the wall of bullshit, I call it. All right, yeah, you guys want a video? I have so many things that I love, and I have so many things I have passion for. There's not enough time, and I'm trying to gauge what people like, so that's why this channel is more of a America First news and things that affect us at the personal level, right? Like just because I say I'm America First, it's not just going to be Trump this and Trump that, okay? It's what is required for a nation, whether Trump is here or not, whether MAGA is here or not. I'm still America First. I was America First before Trump. I was America First before the term was coined by Ronald Reagan. He was the first one that actually termed it. So all you people out there that don't like America First, well, guess what? Ronald Reagan, which a lot of Democrats voted for Ronald Reagan, so boo. Man, give me Ronald Reagan back. I mean, he wasn't the greatest president, but man, come on. So much, I don't know, man. We lost so much decency. They took so much from us. What else is here? Turmoil, Nissan, Toyota, yeah. Federal Chair Powell sends surprise message on interest rate cuts to cut. Yeah, guys. I don't know, the quote unquote. I don't know. It looks like all this. Oh yeah, this. We'll end on here. I don't want to make this too long. What is this? This is by Fox News, so whatever. It's the only one on MSN that's remotely conservative, but I don't like Fox News for the record, okay? It says Rubio breaks into laughter when Trump asked about NATO chief calling him daddy. And then on I don't know, either True Social or X or something, he's like, daddy's back, bitches, or something like that. Come on, even if you don't like him, he's so damn comical. It's just, And it's funny because Rubio's like, and he's like looking dead serious. Yeah, so Trump went over to Europe. He's basically telling NATO, hey, America can't keep paying for your defense. I mean, number one, guys, we don't have any money to pay, even if we wanted to help Europe. Number two, Europe isn't even defending itself because that's like Paris and France. It's gone. It's I don't know what the hell's going on over there. But anyway, by the NATO agreement, there's countries that aren't contributing to the defense. They're supposed to send. They're supposed to spend a certain amount of percentage, and they're not. So they're not holding up to the bargain. So everyone cries, but all Trump is doing is saying, hey, I'm holding you accountable, right? Here's the agreement, and you broke the agreement. You gotta, right? That's called a contract. And if you break a contract, you can get sued. There's a whole section of the law that's called contract law. You know, it's like little kids. And, it's like the little kid finally got caught, and it's like, and it's finally being disciplined, and it's like the mom comes in and goes, how dare you discipline the kid? It's like, what have you been doing? This kid's been doing this shit for 5 years. I finally caught him in the act, and now you're, anyway, I don't want to get into that shit. I think that's it, guys, that I wanted to bring up. This is not quite America First News, but I'll throw it in here. Because I didn't know this was a thing. I guess Fox Business are reporting that 3 Mile Island nuclear plant expected to restart ahead of schedule. Nuclear power technology has come so far. We haven't built a new power plant in decades. And the technology is it's so much more reliable. It's so much more cleaner. It generates so much more power. We have to do this. Our electric power grid it should have broke down 10 years ago, guys. Hats off to whoever constructed the first grid and kept it going for so long, guys. Man, it's like that one movie in Spider-Man, like holding that train rack. That's the damn power grid. And somehow there's a bunch of men keeping it together that no one recognizes. So you guys, power line guys, man, oh shit, keep the place going, man. Keep the lights back on, all right? But yeah, we need to build more of these bad boys. It's cleaner than coal, right? Now our new coal, can't even talk. The new technology for coal is really, really clean as well. So, right? But yeah, nuclear powered, it's not a panacea, but if we can, every new power plant, if we keep adding nuclear to it, we can reduce the stress on the grid, on the existing grid. So we should be adding these, not replacing. But yeah, we need to add and replace, a little bit of both, right? Like I say, build the extra capacity so that you can take the other ones offline and then convert them over. That would be my plan. It might be like a 10-year plan, and you might need like $3 trillion. But wouldn't you want to upgrade your power grid? We would actually be borrowing money to actually do something real in investment in the United States, create jobs. It may be inflationary, but we have to replace this. And there's so much more infrastructure, and we're not even talking about it, right? You're talking ports that need to be upgraded. We got bridges that need to be upgraded. There's so much infrastructure that needs to be completely rehabbed. Oh, anyway, guys, like I said, there's lots of things, there's lots of opportunities if we can just hang on. Don't give up, guys. I know I want to throw in the towel too. Yeah, so that's kind of Diddy. Yeah. But I'll leave you with this at the end here. Let's kind of get, all right, so the mouse is on the stop button. So kind of at work, but I found out by the female of the species that I'm an old, ugly man. Hey, ladies, you, by the bottom of my heart, I mean this so lovingly. Go fuck off. Go fuck off. And then when life bites you in the ass, I'm going to be there laughing and pointing, watching your demise. Yep. Yeah, and they were saying it in hushed tones. And then they saw, and then they do. Yeah. Yeah, fuck you, ladies. You're lucky you work for a company that protects you in your fuck-ups. Because literally, guys, I would say, not all, guys. I would say it's probably less than 50%. At a minimum, more than 50% of the women that are in positions at GM, they actually know what they're doing. So from that perspective, those I don't have any gripes with them. But there's a subset of them. I'd probably say at least 25%, maybe 30%. Their position's not number one. Their position's not even needed, and they don't even do. It's like they just take up room. And literally, it's like they make their job is like just to make up shit, and it makes other people's jobs harder and longer. So literally, it's a net negative. But anyway, yeah, they thought they were being sneaky, but no. I mean, am I really that? Am I that ugly? Am I that old looking? I don't know. I don't even know why I care. Why do I have so much passion? Why do I care? I have no idea. What I think I blame my dad. Dad! Sorry, kid! You gotta keep going. Sucks to be you. Alright, thanks, Dad. Dad said sucks to be me, huh? Yeah, I wish he was alive. I'd be like, hey, Dad, let's go get a beer. Yeah, anyway, guys. With that said, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye.